Hey y'all, welcome back to And Talking Shit
Hey,
Reviews.
so tonight we are going to see what we all thought about episode three, which was the last wedding and ceremony, and then they started the whole receptions. Yeah, the last wedding was Cameron and Claire.
Yes.
So
How did you like it?
I thought they were cute. I like when she came in and she waved and he waved back. And
Yes.
so
But they are so cute together. And the way they smiled at each other. I
I
was
know
like,
he is so tall.
yeah, girl. I love that. I love that.
Oh gosh.
Just him looking at her and how excited she was and when she saw him, it was
Mhm.
no, when her family saw him, they were so relieved.
Yeah.
He is a nice looking guy.
Yeah, he is. He is.
And he seems nice, but he seems so tight, so intense.
Yes, he does. Yeah, but I was like, when they got to the altar and they greeted each other. I thought that was cute too. And then he said he's from New Zealand. And she's like, okay, now I understand the gift. Because last week she was like, what the hell?
I knew she would get it when she met him.
Yeah, so she's like, no, the gift makes sense. It's like, okay.
Merch.
Mm-mm. And then I thought it was funny. His ring didn't fit.
Uh,
They were trying to shove that bad boy on there. It's like,
poor thing.
it ain't moving. So, mm-mm.
But they get to have another wedding and when he for his parents.
Mm. If they make it, if they make it through, which we're hoping to make it through.
Well, let's just go with what's happening this episode.
Mm. I'm just saying, if they make it through, which
Because
we're
it
hoping for
seems
too.
so sweet.
Huh?
They seem so sweet. And
Yeah,
they
they
look good
are.
together too.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
I like the pictures.
Yeah. And you know what? I think all the couples, their pictures, they all were very photogenic.
Yeah.
All their
Yeah.
pictures looked great when you saw the snaps. And what I
Hmm.
like about all the couples, they were all, really hopeful.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were all really, really hopeful.
They're in it for the right reasons.
Yeah, all of them seem to be in it for the right reasons
Yeah.
this season.
And I like what I always go back to what I think it was Lauren's dad
Hmm.
said that it was better than an arranged marriage
Yeah, he said
because
that.
now you have these people that are like picked for you
Hmm.
by professional people. So what really could go wrong?
Oh, a lot, trust
I mean,
me.
you know because it's a lot of variables in everybody's experience.
Yeah, a lot could go wrong and a lot has gone wrong over the years,
I
but
can
I like this
imagine.
group.
Uh
Yeah,
huh.
I really like this bunch. So it'll be interesting to see how it progresses through the season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I
I'm
think
glad this is my first season.
yeah, and also I think for Claire and Cameron,
Mm-hmm.
you saw like when her sisters had him.
Yes. Yes.
Oh
They
my
hard. They
God.
reminded me of you questioning somebody, minus the finger. No, you don't do the neck. You do the finger. You do your. I'm like, she's trying to make a point.
Oh, but yeah,
Like,
but
oh,
look, I thought he looked scared. Okay,
no, he looked concerned.
I thought he looked scared because they look like they
Like
will whoop his ass.
he looked like they. Why do they think they're affecting me? It felt like they were like the little sand flies that nip at your ankles.
I think one of them, I don't even know what the name of that particular one is. Like she thought he was obnoxious because he's like,
Oh, oh,
your mom just loves me. She only said good things about me. Everything. And it's like, look, I guess he's just confident. You know
Uh
what I
huh.
mean? He's confident.
She
So, but then
she
that's when she
she's a
was doing the
nipper,
shoulder brush off thing. You know,
but he didn't know what she meant by that at
at
first.
first, yeah,
Yeah,
at first, because
but she's the one that's the nipper, the one that's like. "Tick, tick, 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 tick."
well,
I
shit,
hope
she
she
was
has a
nipping.
husband,
She was surely nipping.
but you could tell that's one of her twins.
Yeah. Well, listen. Yeah. Cause they have an older sister, but well, it came out in the after party
Uh huh.
that she didn't want to be on screen.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah. So so she was there. She gave her a letter and everything. She just didn't want to be on screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the after party.
Hmm.
You're very ambitious.
Yeah.
I didn't want. Maybe I should because I didn't want any extra tidbits. You know what I mean? But I
Oh,
guess it's important.
yeah. Kind of give you like some insider stuff behind, like what stuff behind the scenes or some
Yeah.
insight to what was said, and you know what I mean.
Right. The backstory behind things.
Yeah, but that was
Because.
cool because without her saying that, just assume like all her family was there and on screen. But aside
Hmm.
from that, yeah,
Yeah, I knew that they had an older sister. I knew that from one of those first two episodes
yeah,
that weren't really episodes. You
yeah.
know.
But we would assume that she was there and
Uh
participating.
huh.
Yeah, but
But she wasn't
without her saying that, it's like, oh, okay, she wasn't actually,
there. Okay, and I just assumed
yeah.
what that other girl was her
Mm-hmm.
because there is three other women that they always show.
Mm-hmm.
But I like that they went to the grandma.
Oh, I love grandma. Grandma was so cute. What she call her, Gigi or
Uh
something of
huh.
the sort? She was too cute. Yeah,
Gave
I
good
love
advice
grandma.
too.
Huh?
She gave good advice
Yeah, she surely did. She surely did.
because it ain't gonna always be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I know.
And then one of her twins, she's well, one of the quadruplets. She's like
Hmm.
always so emotional. Even when she's talking, she's like, geez, can we rein it in some?
Some people are like that.
I guess so,
They
but damn.
tender.
Uh, Oh, they're tender.
Uh huh.
Okay. Alrighty, but I love their ceremony and their reception. I thought like when they were doing the pictures, they were a little awkward. But I guess because of his height and
Yeah.
that's something I have to eventually get. I guess over time they'll get comfortable with
And
it.
that dancing, how he looked like Lurch over her.
I know.
But I mean, be that as it may.
I know, and that's what I said. Over time, I guess they'll eventually get comfortable with that whole. Because it
Hmm.
remind me, when you see those basketball players and those little itty bitty wives.
The fun size girls. I just don't understand how.
The fun size girls.
Well, this basketball player called them fun size.
Yes, I was like, I don't know, but I have a friend says when you lay down, it all lines up.
I can't see that.
So I was
I
like,
That's
if you
not true.
say so.
It really is not true.
So well, that's what my response was like. If you say so,
It's not true because at the end of the day, I mean, that makes no sense.
none at all.
It
What?
seems to me like somebody's going to be looking at somebody's belly button.
Right? At
I'm
some
just
point.
saying.
At
I'm
some
just
point,
saying.
right?
If you even out those ends, we're not face to face. I'm just saying.
Oh my
It's
god.
just simple mathematics.
I know. The closest you get might be back to back and belly to belly. That's about it.
Okay, you might
That's
have a
the closest you
smartphone
get.
right here.
Okay.
How's the air up there? Yes, smartphone taped to your belly button
Oh
because
my
we
god.
not talking at this point.
I know. Mm-mm-mm.
So,
Yeah, but that was cute. And then I liked how he incorporated like at the end they went out on like the bicycle or the tricycle. So
hmm,
he incorporated his, love of bikes into the whole thing.
yeah,
I'm like, okay, that's cute. Yeah. So I thought the whole thing was cute.
yeah, they're my
Um,
favorite so far. They're my favorite.
mhm. So my favorite is Becca and Austin.
I like them
so far.
too.
Yeah.
I like them too.
Yeah. So who you want to cover next? Emily and Brennan, Becca and
Child,
Austin.
well, it's all of it is good and juicy. But let's go with Becca and Austin because the last two couples a little spicy, a little spicy.
Yeah, but
Austin,
I love Becca and Austin.
I think they're cute.
Yeah, and she's just out there.
Yeah,
You know? Yeah,
he
she's just out there. I am who I am. I love having a good time. I'm open. Yeah.
and she's like a hopeless romantic.
Yeah.
Always want to kiss,
I know.
and
She was
but
too
he
cute.
he he gives me he gives me fluid vibes.
Really? How?
I don't know, just his mannerisms,
Hmm.
But
So because he's emotional
no, please,
or I mean,
just little mannerisms. I don't know, just
yeah.
like for him because in my notes I have him as the all American guy, right?
Hmm.
But he doesn't strike me as a, you know, I don't even know.
Well, he doesn't strike you as a man's man.
Like, like when you hear all American, you think brawny guy,
Hmm.
Wranglers and you know lumberjack shirts, and I'm not getting that from him. I'm not getting Wranglers and steel toe
He's just not
boots.
a Wrangler guy.
Yeah, I'm not getting that from him. I'm getting sensitive.
And he is sense because remember he was emotional at the altar and
Yeah,
everything.
but I mean that's his wedding. You
That's his
expect a man to
wedding.
be highly sensitive at his wedding.
Mm-mm-mm.
He's getting married to the woman. I mean, at a normal wedding, you get married to somebody you love. But
Mm-hmm.
at a wedding period, you are hoping, even with this wedding, you're hoping it's something that's going to last forever. That is an
Mm-hmm.
emotional moment. So I wouldn't fault a guy or like think him being sensitive at the moment is anything like unmanly
Yeah.
because that's like,
It- yeah, but he is sensitive. You could
yeah.
tell he's a sensitive guy, which is cool. But
I mean, I
yeah.
like it. And I like the fact that he looks at her with so much wonder.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the
Yeah,
guys that are
because she's not
boring.
because throughout the whole ceremony, reception, everything, she's just so joyful, like
Yes.
she's
Yes.
so happy, and
Yes.
she's funny, so you can't
She's,
help but look at her.
yeah.
I really like her. I really
I
like
like
her.
her too. I
Yeah.
like her too. Like, she says it,
She's
you
just
know?
out there, open, no holds bar.
Right.
Yeah.
But she's not a control freak because when she saw she was going to start like taking over the wedding picture, she pulled back.
Yeah.
She was like, "Yeah, let me just enjoy myself." So, but
But
she's very self-aware.
she's gonna have the best wedding photos, right?
Yes. But they were cute.
Because not only that, but because she's a photographer, she set up herself in
Yeah.
situations to get beautiful pictures. Yeah, so
But
I'm sure she's got the best wedding pictures.
that's what she was pulling herself back from
Hmm.
trying to take over her job.
Yeah, yeah, yep. So, but that was nice.
And
Yeah.
they seem I have they were one of the couples that I didn't think would make it through.
So you're starting to change your mind. Look,
No,
listen, throughout the season, it's gonna fluctuate.
I know.
It's gonna fluctuate. Yeah.
I I,
But
I think he likes her now,
yeah, oh yeah, he likes her.
but I think she is a lot for him
So,
because
and
he
I think
seems so quiet.
yeah, and I think in that respect, where they're a little opposite,
Hmm.
they might bring out the best in each other.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hmm.
but he looks like, yeah, you go. I'm going to go home and go to sleep.
Yeah, cause she's like she likes to have a good time,
Yeah.
and she's a fun girl. Not fun like Emily fun, but she's still a fun girl.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
like
I
go
think
out and have a good time and have good friends.
yeah. Yeah, and then they both talk about attraction, and she spoke about the whole thing about the wedding night not being medically ready,
Yes.
stuff like that. So
I
I
wonder
think
what that means.
because you remember she had surgery.
Oh, right, right, right,
Yeah, you
right.
remember she had the surgery. Yeah, so she's still healing.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, but he's not. They ain't look like he's too keen on doing anything on the wedding night anyway.
Yeah.
They want to get to know each other, so that won't be. That's not gonna be an issue.
I don't I don't know. I didn't get the feeling that a few of them were ready to jump in.
Yeah. hmm I
But
think
then
the only one that's ready to jump in is
Emily.
Emily.
Yeah. She ratchet. She is ratchet.
She's the only one that's like, let's get it
That's
on.
Megan the Stallion.
Okay. Okay, so but let's get into Emily and Brennan.
Ciao.
It's hot to trot. Mm, 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 mm.
Ciao.
So yeah, but they're when they were walking from the chapel or whatever over to the reception area, and he started asking her about if she like his ankle look, and
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I know his ankle's freezing, and I'm like, I can't stand that look. It's like that whole high water. I'm like, come on.
If he would have had on some funky socks with that, I would have loved that.
Mm-mm.
I like the look. I mean, it gives very Dwayne Wade and LeBron
Yeah,
James,
it
but
does.
I like that look. I like that
I
look.
can't stand it.
I it didn't work well. It didn't translate well with the snow.
Yeah, but I was like, listen, I know his ankles are freezing.
But I thought
His whole feet had to be freezing.
right, it didn't translate with the snow. It's like why
Yeah.
you dressed like that in that weather?
Mm-mm-mm.
Like,
Like,
bruh. But I thought you was gonna say something else about that very moment.
uh,
Remember they were walking from wherever they was into the reception? You
yeah.
didn't check that she didn't wait for him to open the door?
Oh no, I didn't even know. I was so focused on the damn ankles.
I just noticed it. I was like, she just opened the door. She didn't even step back to let like girl,
Because I swear to God, all I was watching was them freaking pants.
that's it.
It was like, I can't stand it. I'm
I,
like, ugh.
it
Yeah.
didn't work in the weather, but I like the look.
Yeah.
But
Mm-mm.
she did not let him.
Look, she probably said, listen, it's freaking freezing out here.
She was covered. He wasn't. But still, even if it is
So she probably,
cold,
I mean, I get what you're saying. Trust
uh
me, I
huh.
get what you're saying. But she was probably like, it's cold out here. You ain't moving fast enough.
But he was right. But he was right there with her.
Uh, yeah, because, you have to let a man be a man. Let him be a gentleman.
You just met the dude. She's
So,
already saying she's strong.
mm, well, listen, I'm sure he's seeing it.
Child.
Because you see what further in the reception when her friends was talking to him,
Mm-hmm.
you see the saying the same thing they were saying earlier, that she's always been focused on herself, you know. And I think I can see
He
that's
looked
gonna be a
concerned.
problem. Yeah, he did look and it should be. And you see his friends, that was a whole issue with her never being in a relationship, a real relationship. That was a concern for his friends too.
Mm-hmm.
Guys like, how the hell you gonna really deal and it's gonna be interesting.
That's the one that's gonna be interesting because she's
Mhm.
very, very strong. Like
Yeah, she's strong, strong, has always, you know, just been concerned about herself,
mm-hmm.
not really being concerned about, she has her friend circle, but as far as relationship wise, had to consider somebody else. So it's gonna be interesting.
And with her loyalty to her friends and her just getting to know this man and he's her husband, who's her loyalty to now?
Mhm.
Like
But
she
I
got a
think
lot of things to learn.
Yeah, and I think the good thing about her friends. that I've seen so far, they won't, like some friends is like, you're my girl and everything, and if you and your husband have an issue, I'll be like, yeah, that's my girl. Yeah, he this, he's that. I think her friends will be opposite, like, no, you need to check yourself and you need to be more considerate and yeah. So I think her
Because they
friends
know her.
exactly. So I think from what I've seen so far, her friends that are that type, which
Hmm.
will be good because they might help balance her out. When she wants to stop bitching and complaining about him, when she's being all self-absorbed, they'll I think they'll check her.
And the way she talked about them was really weird. Those bitches over there. Did she say that or was that the other one?
No, that was Becca.
Becca?
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Yeah,
who talks about their friends like that?
I know people talk about the friends like that, but they don't talk of them in like a negative way.
I know, but call them bees? Well, I
Yeah.
do too, but still, it's
Mm-hmm.
just like, that's weird to me.
Yeah. Mm-mm. I know folks who do that all the time. So you know, as, as a an
I mean,
employment
I've
term,
seen it before.
not that the negative connotation,
Uh huh.
So
No, I've
mm,
seen it all the time too. It's just that that's not my groove, I guess.
yeah.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
weird. Not weird, but that's not my groove.
Yeah, that's not your thing. Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
To each
Mm-mm.
his own.
Jace.
Hmm. Yeah, but that Emily, she's ready to hook up. You don't see old girl have handcuffs. She brought her handcuffs.
But not the
Didn't bring the
keys.
key.
Because she a control freak. And she's scary.
So my thing is, Heffa, if you brought the handcuffs and that the key, how that gonna work? Look, but she didn't bring the whip.
So,
Oh my gosh,
what's
poor
going to
Emily.
happen if the handcuffs get locked? Like,
But that's what I'm saying. How is that gonna work? That chick is crazy.
she
Brennan
doesn't.
had his hands full.
She's like one of them chicks that drive with her hands in the air and the feet on the gas.
Uh-huh.
And,
I'm sure.
and right before
She
you
has it.
crash, she grabs the wheel.
But you saw when when they were talking about when he asked her what kind of car she drives. And I think he drives like an Audi and she drives
The Jeep.
yeah, and she said, "Oh, she's surprised she hasn't crashed it yet." I'm like, "What?"
But you notice who she said it to, right? Her dad. So something tells me her entitlement comes from her parents.
She is a trip.
Do she have siblings? She's
That's
an
a
o-
good question.
she has an only child, right?
That's a good question because I have not heard her talk about siblings. She has her girlfriends.
Uh-huh. And he's an only child, it seems like too.
Yeah, I think they might both might be only kids.
Oh.
Yeah, because she's out there. He has his hands full.
Well,
Mm-mm. She has, and she likes to drink. Cause you saw she kept drinking her wine, and she's like, she's gonna get some more wine. You want something?
wait.
So
I should say something, but I'm gonna need a drink. Like, girl.
oh god, poor Brennan.
No, he looked like he needs somebody to help him come out of his shell.
Well, I don't know. She might bring that. She might bring the New York out of him, and then she'd be like, "Ah, shit."
That's what I mean. He needs somebody to make. I mean, she's gonna force him to put his foot down.
Hmm.
They're married now,
Yep.
and
She's married now.
she's married now.
Yeah, but yeah, that New Yorker is gonna come out of him. He'd be like,
But what
"Yeah,
does that mean? What does that mean?
he gonna get rough. Not physically, not physically, but you see, he has that right now he has like that softer thing. That tough side is gonna come out. You know what I mean? So yeah. So
That
that's why he's gonna get rough.
we not putting up with this kind of stuff rough.
Okay.
Yes, I knew that from when I saw him.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he kept saying New York, but
Yeah.
I kept like having to remember they're in Colorado, so he's a
In Colorado.
transplant. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah. So and it might be jarring to her when that shit happened. It might be a whole don't take my kindness for weakness. Okay?
Or that whole I'm running back to daddy.
Okay, she might get a look, she'll be in for a whole rude awakening. So
I don't know. I don't know. Because he likes to communicate.
hmm
So, and
and that but that's part of her problem. He likes to communicate, and you see her friend says when it comes to the hard questions, she kinda back away. And that was one of the girlfriend's concern that, because now that you're married, you're gonna be forced and you have to, you have to communicate, you have to answer the tough question, you have to have these discussions. So it's
hmm
gonna be interesting. Yeah. So if she
do they
don't
get
learn,
therapy?
hmm?
Do they get therapy in this?
Yeah.
Okay.
hmm Yeah. Yeah, that's what's telling the professionals are there to counsel them and help them along.
hmm
Yeah. So and if the things are really going left, then they step in a little more often,
Okay. Oh,
to
that's
try and
good.
counsel them. So
Because
they got
them
to
two
make
gonna need it.
girl. Look, I think Pastor Cal might need a drink by the time he's done with them. So by the time they're done with him, he might need a drink too.
Yes. Yes.
Oh gosh. Okay, and the last couple, Lauren and Orion. What's your thought on them?
Before we move on, the Emily and Brennan.
Uh-huh.
I forgot what part it is, but I think they were talking about their bachelorette parties. He don't.
Yeah.
He doesn't like that life of the party thing for her.
Yeah, and like he said, he appreciate her being open because they talk about the strippers at both
hmm
parties and everything, and she talk about the drink off of the stomach or the navel or whatever, however the hell they do it.
He was taken aback by that.
Yeah, he's a little taken aback by that. Yeah. So, but he seemed to appreciate just her openness.
The honesty.
Yeah. And that's
hmm
a good thing because like it ain't like he ain't gonna see it anyway. So at least he already know what went down.
Right. It's all child. It's
Ah,
all on the TV
it's
screen.
all on tape. They got footage.
And she was aware of that after the fact. Oh, oh, I did all of this on camera.
Yeah, after the party, yeah, when they were talking in the what do you call it? The
hmm
after party.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
wonder if she realizes that maybe she has a problem. If it is a problem.
Well, we're gonna find out soon enough.
hmm
For sure, we're gonna find out soon enough.
Okay, let's get to Lauren and Orion.
Yes, let's hear your thoughts.
Did you hear how Frank called him Orion?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, where he been? Where has he been? I mean, because he was
But
at the
you see,
wedding, right?
she kept checking him.
Yes.
Orion.
Orion.
Get my husband's name correct.
Right.
Orion.
I mean, but it's disrespectful. You sat at their wedding. Like, you can tell me you never heard the name Orion.
It's like, look, put the accent in the correct place. It's not
Okay.
Orion. It's Orion. Okay.
But he was giving shade vibes anyway.
Look, and she was like, "You gonna put some respect on my husband's name?"
He was giving Elm Tree vibes anyway. He was throwing the shade.
You are shady.
Yes.
She was like, I'm not here for this shit today.
But they're a little too perfect for each other.
Mm-hmm.
I think that she's a lot for him. And I don't
Yeah.
say that, and I say that because she has more experience.
Mm-hmm.
She has a lot more experience than he does.
He may be a little sheltered.
Yeah, she's very worldly,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
think that's because she seeks validation outside of herself.
And she said so. I mean, and she recognizes as much.
She's self-aware.
She's self-aware. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that you know she I think that she does things because of where she is, you know?
What does that mean? Because of where
Like
she is.
that small town kind of feeling. She doesn't like, when you come from a small place,
Mm-hmm.
you feel like I'm from New York and you can do anything in New York. There's all of these things you can do in New York, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, you pick and choose. Some people come from small towns and there's not a lot of things that you do, so you do things. Like be more adventurous. Somebody with a more open mind is more adventurous. You know what I mean?
Well, I think if you're adventurous, even if you come from a small place, you find shit to do.
That's
You
what I
find
mean.
stuff. You find stuff to,
Yeah, so you'll
do.
you'll you'll do
And I think
more.
all of that is part of why probably why she travels so much.
Oh, so she does travel.
Yeah, you remember she had a she was in Paris, and remember she had her little she was in Puerto Rico, where she remember she got him his gift from Puerto Rico,
Right.
where she
Okay.
bottled the
The
rum.
rum. Okay.
Yeah, and
Cause
she had her holiday boyfriend.
she strikes me as somebody that's out there.
And she is out there.
You know.
Yeah, she is out there. And that's what I was saying. They would have made a good match because, he seems to be open-minded with the feminine, masculine, feminine thing, and she's with her bi, and but so and that's what I was saying. Probably make it because he's open to and understands that type of stuff, but she might be too open for him.
Yeah, cause I think like she gives into her nature.
Yeah,
Sh-
so but she
She's
says but she said, she's a monogamous person, and she's always, even though she might be bi, she's always seen herself married to a man.
hmm
And she's she
she's
stays
with
single.
one person at a time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
hope so.
Yeah. So she said as much.
I
So
hope so.
mm-hmm.
I like them together, but they still, I don't know, something about them. I don't know. I have to see more of them because it's still really new and they still
Yeah.
are not in a position where they're getting to know each other. It's still
Yeah.
right, you know, like honeymoon vibes.
Yeah. And it might be that even though he's open minded, he might be, when it gets down to it, he might just be too traditional for her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, because you could be open minded, but underneath it all, you're still a traditional person. And I don't think, yeah. So I think he might be ultimately too traditional for her.
Yeah, and maybe his idea of open mindedness was his curiosity at the time,
Exactly. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
where she had many chances to explore her
Mm-hmm.
curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was trying to say,
And I think for her, it's not just curiosity. She's said she likes men and women. He was curious
uh
and he
huh.
tested it and realized, okay, nah, she knows that, she likes both,
Mm-hmm.
but she ultimately wants to be with
In a
male.
traditional,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
quote
Yeah.
unquote,
And that's what I'm
traditional
saying,
relationship.
maybe underneath it all, like you said, for him, it was just a curiosity, and ultimately, he might just be too traditional when it comes down to it,
Mm-hmm.
So,
Did you see her dad? He was a little strong.
girl,
And then
Daddy,
when,
look, Daddy laid it all out there, okay? He was not playing.
but
But I
she
was
holds
like,
her mother in
damn, he
high
could have given.
reverence.
I was like, he could have given him a little grace, even though when he's saying, he'd like to have a house on the East Coast, and the man only been married for a couple hours. You can't expect him to be speaking in terms of we. I'm sure he knows it's we because he's married, but come on now. I'm like, damn, his forefathers like.
I would have looked at him and said, "What did you say to her father to her mother's father when you got married?" Okay, because
It's like,
at the end of the day, when a man marries a woman, she's gathered into his home. You know, so
mm,
she goes where he goes. You know what I mean?
exactly. And he knows it. He's married now, and it's both of them. But it takes a little adjustment to start incorporating the we. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right. And it's called Married at First Sight.
First
We did
sight.
not know her to. We just met her today.
Mm-mm.
I just
It,
became a we today.
exactly. It's like, sheesh. It's only been a couple hours.
Right. But you know what?
It's even been a
At
whole day.
at the end of it, he lightened up. He, because he was pushing, 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 but then
Mhm.
he was like, he leaned off. But I was like, that's not fair. He came
Yeah.
on very strong. Like
Yes.
all the other people were like cautiously, you know, trying to get aware to notice people.
Cautiously engaging.
Right. And he is just like,
He was full on.
and then she doesn't hold him in high regard like she holds her mom.
Yeah.
So it was just like,
I think she holds him in high regard, but I think she has her mother on a pedestal.
yes.
You know, she has her mother on a
And I
pedestal.
get it, but it's like, and she keeps making me cry with that mother thing. But I get it, it's new for her.
Yeah, it's only been like a year,
Uh
so it's
huh.
still
It's
fresh.
been a year now, but I guess when they made this, it was a few months,
So
you know? But yikes.
yeah, but it's crazy. But you saw his nickname is Onion. I was
Yes.
like, I said, I hope him because he smelled like
Oh,
one.
that's the first thing I thought. But he has layers.
I know that's what it said, but when this person, I'm like, I hope him because he smelled like one. Ew. But
And that
but
traditional
he has like
dance.
really good friends,
Yes.
huh?
Well, his sister, she was a best man. She
Mm,
seems very close to
she was
him.
the best woman.
Yeah. Best person, best
Best
woman.
person, best woman.
I don't know. She was the best
Yeah,
human that she stood up for him.
I know. You thought about their traditional dance.
It was cool. I like
Hmm.
that like what she said, it incorporates everybody. It's interactive and it brings the two families together.
Yeah,
And that is a good way to bring two families together is you force them
hmm,
to dance together.
yeah. So, and she really appreciated the cultural aspect of it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. And
yeah. So,
I like him that he's not and I say this in a nice way, but that he's not a pervert. That he don't expect to sleep with her on the first night.
oh yeah.
You know,
Hmm.
not to say that the ones that decide to sleep with them on the first night are perverts, but I mean, like,
Yeah, and I think all of these couples, well, except for Emily, all of them have pretty much the same idea. Want to get to know each other first, and before they get to that level.
mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, Miss Emily is a lot. She's a
Miss
lot.
Emily is a handful. I can't
She's a
wait
lot.
to see how this shit goes down.
But I think Claire gonna give it up too. She really likes the Cameron.
Yeah, she likes Cameron. Yeah,
I think she
so
gonna throw all them traditions out the window because she's married.
she's married
Uh huh. And it's different from, oh, I just met you. Let's see where this goes. It's like we
now.
here now.
Look, we're married. We're gonna do what married couples do.
I think she's gonna give in. Claire's gonna give in to the
No, okay. Well, I guess
because
we'll
he
figure out.
seems like a nice guy.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna see. Look, they'll figure out how to line that whole shit up.
But I think like I said, but with before with him, I think he has control issues.
Mm,
Cameron, I
yeah,
think he likes things.
his way.
Yeah, OCD, like.
Yeah, but Yeah, I can't wait to see how this whole thing plays out.
So next week is when we start getting into the nitty gritty. When they
Hmm.
start living.
Yeah, well, usually what happens is the next day they meet with each other's family. So the bride meets with the groom's family, the groom meets, they have like brunch or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and get to know each other. And then after that, they go on a honeymoon.
Oh, okay. So we still doing stuff.
Yeah, and then when they come back from the honeymoon, they move in together.
Okay. That's what I'm waiting for. The getting
Hmm.
down to the everyday part.
Yeah,
Because all
girl.
of this is just
All it's just paperwork.
logistics.
Yeah.
It's
All this is getting to know each other
getting to
still.
know each other. Let's get our stuff. Who are
Hmm.
you? Who your peoples are?
Yep. So we'll see who made it through the honeymoon happy and who came back all pissed off at each other.
Made it through the
But
honeymoon happy.
it's gonna be good.
I hope so. I hope so.
Hmm.
This okay. To be honest, the first two episodes dragged,
Hmm.
but this episode didn't. This one I was into. I was fully engaged, and I was like, okay, I see it because you do have hope. These people, like you said when we said that they are in it for the right reasons,
Hmm.
so they do have hope, and you see it. But I guess on the outside looking in, you see the little things that may go wrong.
Hmm. Yeah. So you still, well, actually, the couples that you picked that you say were gonna make it, you still believe those are gonna make it, and the ones that you said aren't gonna make it, you still up to this episode now, you're still on.
I I'm gonna keep my votes the same for now,
Okay.
even though Claire and Cameron are my favorite couple. But
Hmm.
I don't know if they're gonna make it to. Wait, let me ask you this: do couples get eliminated?
No.
Okay, good, because I don't like all of that
No,
contesty
no, no.
thing.
It's not that type of stuff. The
Okay,
only how they leave if they choose, like, you know what, we
I can't
we
do
can't
this
take it
anymore.
no more. We want a divorce,
Okay,
and then they
so
voluntarily
in
make
essence, each
the
all
shift.
the couples could go on to live happily ever after.
If they choose.
Okay, oh that's cool.
Yeah,
I
if they choose.
I love Cameron and Claire. Do I think they're gonna last? No.
Okay. Do you think they're gonna make it to the 8 week mark where they choose to stay together, and then after that they don't make it? Do you think they're not at the eight week mark? They'll be like, no, because some of the couples make it to the 8 weeks,
Uh
right?
huh.
And they choose to stay together, but then after that, whether it's a month later, a year later, they just
They
split.
like nah.
Yeah. So do you think they're gonna make it at the 8 week? They're gonna stay together, or when you say they're not gonna make it, do you think they're gonna not make it after that
I don't think they're gonna make it
at the
after.
8 week?
Yeah,
Okay. So,
they're too much alike,
mm, okay.
and he's holding back something. But
So
there's still the first. It's still the first few episodes. So, but I feel
it's
like
still early.
yeah, I feel like he's holding back something.
Okay.
So, but they're my favorite couple.
Okay. Yeah, mine is um Becca and Austin.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Becca and Austin. So, which was the one you said was a murderer? Was it Brennan? Cause his hats were
Austin. Wasn't that
It was
Austin?
Austin. I can't remember which one
Oh,
now. That's all Austin. Cause
was
his
it?
hats were all lined up. I
Uh
have to go
huh.
back and look.
Was it Austin or Cameron?
One of them.
Well, it wasn't Brennan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but Becca and Austin, that's my favorite couple right now. 'Cause I
Okay.
love her.
I like her
I
too.
like
Love
her.
her now.
Yeah, I just love her attitude and her, I guess her zest for life, if you want to call it that. And, and I guess because, she has medical issues, so she just enjoys her life, you know? So,
She has nothing to lose, right?
one life
I
to
like
live.
her too. I like her, but it's no but. I like her, but but
Hmm.
she's not my favorite.
Yeah.
But I like her.
Hmm. All right. Well, that was a good episode.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
So until the next time,
Wait.
we look forward. Go ahead.
I was gonna say about Orion and
Uh-huh.
Lauren's dance.
Uh-huh.
Remember they were slow dancing? She almost forgot that the people was in the room.
I know, because it was so deep in conversation and stuff. And then she's like, oh,
I like
which was
them.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
That showed they were really engaged.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That
I
showed they
think
were really engaged. Yeah.
she's like one of those people that you talk to that wraps you in. Like she
Mm-hmm.
makes you feel like you're the only person there.
Mm-hmm.
She's very
Yeah.
engaging. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Yeah.
like them. But yeah, I can't wait till next week. I'm excited.
Well, all I keep saying is it'll be interesting as we go through
So we'll
to
see.
see who what what the fights are gonna be about and what the conversations are gonna be and
I'm such a romantic. He's like fights, and I'm like, why would they fight?
girl, girl. Hopefully no one ends up sleeping in the second bedroom
Child.
and then it's like why can't we all just get along?
Well, we better hope Orion is okay sleeping outside his mama house. I'm sorry.
Shade.
Because she's, you know why? It's
But I
because
thought that was very accepting of her though.
she's
Sometimes
older than him. You know why I say that? Because then she showed how she is older than him. Because
mm,
she's like, the question she asks is more motherly. Are you making good use of the money? I guess the
mm-hmm.
question she asks is like, are you saving the money you're not using by staying
Exactly.
with your mama?
Yeah, because apparently he lived in New York. 'Cause he's licensed in New York,
I
and
think he's from New York.
yeah, so he lived in New York. He's licensed. He's a licensed electrician in New York. Now he's back home in Colorado.
Oh, so
And
wait,
he's licensed for real estate in New York also. So now he's trying to get his real estate license in Colorado. So that's what he's working on now that he's back at home with his mom. So I guess
wait. So he lives with, he's from Colorado?
it seems like he's from Colorado.
Okay.
And then, but I guess he was living in New York and he's back home.
Okay.
So he's back home living with his mom while he's working on his license at home. So, so I guess that's why he's living at home. Is like, okay, I may as well just live with moms, get my license, and do what I gotta do.
I get it. Okay. I'm like, okay, they getting a lot of people from the East Coast. I guess I
Hmm.
should look at those after party episodes.
No, all of that. No, all of that came out in the during the reception about him working on getting his license and stuff.
Okay. I know
Yeah, yeah, he wasn't on the after
the,
party.
okay. I knew about the electrician in New York because that came out when he was talking to the dad.
Hmm.
Maybe I was so busy focused on the dad's attitude, I stopped listening
Uh,
because I do have notes about the father is very confrontational and not
yeah.
inquisitive. He was more confrontational. That would have took
Yeah.
me back. I would have been like, "Hey, sir, sir."
You're
But
like, sir, back up.
right, come on.
You'd have been like, okay, so back the fuck up. Okay.
I'm like, "What's with the strength, sir? You know she signed up for it. She mine now. She goes with me." But like you
Mm.
said, next week it should be fun.
Yeah, next week should be fun and see more conversations with family and all that good stuff. So stay tuned.
Child, I can't wait. Family
You
all
can't
up in your,
wait.
or family all up in the business.
Girl. Girl. Yep. So until next week,
Jeez. I,
when we meet and do this all over again.
all right. Have fun.
You too, girly girl.
Bye.
Bye.